Hello, my name is Adam Lazara, and I'm one-fifth of a band called Taking Back Sunday. I'm here hanging out with Rob on Punkvideosrock.
Is it true when you were first starting out, you gave Chris Caraba your first demo of Taking Back Sunday?
Yes.
And if so, do you remember what tracks were on there?
Well, we had this, before we put out the first record, Tell All Your Friends, I had just started singing with the band, and I moved from bass to singing. And I went back to North Carolina to basically get my high school diploma. And when I was down there, he was playing this place in Chapel Hill, which is about 2 hours from where I grew up. And so I went up to the show with some buddies, and I gave him the demo, and it was pretty much just half of our first record on this demo. And I gave it to him there. I'm like, hey man, I'm a big fan, you know. And here we are today. We just wrapping up a tour with him. It's life's pretty wild, man.
What was it been like touring with him? You guys haven't toured before together, have you?
No. We've never done a proper tour with him. We've done like festival shows and things like that, but never like an actual tour. And it's been wonderful. Him and his crew and the band, like they're just really incredible people. And I feel lucky to have been able to do this.
You guys are still going strong after 17 years of being a band.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Was there ever a point that you guys thought, maybe because of the industry, the way the industry was changing, was there ever a point that you guys thought maybe the band wouldn't be lasting that long?
Well, we're some of the luckiest guys you'll ever meet, and I think anytime we show up to a show to play, we worry that no one will be there. So that never goes away. Yeah.
Now let's jump into the new record. Tidal Wave was the first single on the record, and it's also the title track. It's different.
Yeah.
It's a little more punk as opposed to your previous stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny with that one. We're wearing a lot of our influences unapologetically on our sleeves. And that's one of the things I love so much about the song. You know, like. And it's funny. There's not another song on the record that sounds like that. But no. But it's just a fun song. It's nice to get lost to, you know.
Right. What is it about this song that you guys wanted to release it first, since none of the other tracks are similar to it?
Well, for us, it was one of the ones that came together early on in the process. And actually, how it happened was John just had the chords, and then he had like basically the first line of the song. And he was just kind of playing it over and over, and Mark, our drummer, was like, man, we should make a song out of that. It's like a month later, John comes back, he's like, hey, I made a song out of that. And then we brought it to the band, you know, or he brought it to the band, and what you hear, you know, I mean, that's pretty much one of the like first kind of goes at it. So
now with the remainder of the record, I saw the name Mike Sapone. Yeah. And I've seen the name for a couple of your other records. Yeah. So what's it like having a producer be there from the beginning and then still be, you know, there like 15, 20, 17 years later? Yeah. What does that mean for you guys?
Well, he's become a great friend of ours, you know, and I really trust his ear, and as does everyone else. And he's it's funny because he did all of our early demos, you know. And then, because we just go record with him, and then now I'm real proud that that's what, like we've made, we built our lives around it. Like he's built his life around producing music. That's what he wanted to do, and we've built ours around making it, and I'm proud of us for that.
And each time you guys go into the studio with him, how does he make it harder for you guys, you know, for you guys to come out with the best you guys can do?
Well, he loves options. He loves having options. So, and then through that, which means basically you'll either sing or play the part, I mean, you know, 20, 30 times. But through that process, what happens is after you're playing it and the more comfortable you get, these kind of new ideas start coming out. And then so it's kind of like that, powering through so you can get to that part. He's really good at navigating that.
Now, with this being the 7th album, who is Taking Back Sunday today as opposed to when you guys first started?
Well, man, that's a wild question. The thing about Tidal Wave is I think it's it is the perfect representation for the people we are right now. And so you have to listen and let me know what you think.
Well, I have to wait for that, September 16th.
Yeah.
There's a track that I've seen online. I don't know if you guys have been playing it on this tour, Holy Water.
Holy Water.
Can you talk a little bit about that song?
Yeah, that's another one that came together pretty early on in the process. That one, I love it. You know, I feel like that kind of was one of the ones that, just similar to Tidal Wave, helped set the tone for the process and all that. The thing with Holy Water is, for me personally, I feel like there was this. I feel like I became a rock and roll singer on that song, and I've always wanted to be one. So,
what is it about this song that made you the rock and roll singer?
There's something about the way we put the music together that it just, I can't describe it. It sounds to me like a song that's been around for a long time. It just took us a while to catch it, I guess.
Now, is there a specific track on this record that you guys brought from maybe early demos that you guys wrote maybe 3-4 records ago?
No. Yeah, fresh, new. We just got in the room and started throwing ideas at the wall, saw what stuck.
Do you guys ever save any of your old material?
Sometimes, but normally it'll kind of show up more in parts rather than full songs. So.
Now, back in 2005, you guys, this is when, pop punk and, this genre was actually on mainstream radio, on TV, whatnot. You guys actually came to my high school, Doherty High School. You guys did a concert. I think it was with Boost Mobile.
Yeah.
And at the time, you guys had 2 records, and I believe you guys performed both records in their entirety, or something like that.
Trying to think. Yeah, it was like right before we did Louder Now. Yeah, we pretty much played both records. With the exclusion of some tunes, but yeah.
So how different is being in a band today after experiencing all of that hype, all of that mainstream success?
Everything's cyclical, so it's like there's, for us, we don't pay much attention to that. We just try to be the best band we can be. It's, and if that stuff happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're just no, I guess it's selfish in that way, but we're just really focused on ourselves, because that's all you can do, man. You got to put your best foot forward, well, like with anything,
Now, as we mentioned, this tour wraps up today. Do you guys have plans for more tours, maybe a tour for Tidal Wave, or are you guys going to wait for it to drop first?
Yeah, well, we'll be out in the fall, and that's all the adults will allow me to say right now. But yeah, we'll be back out in the fall. Right now, I just want to go home for like a week and decompress. I'm gonna sit on my front porch. It's the best there.